السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم يا شباب في جزء جديد من لعبة جريد فول. أتمنى يكون الجزء اللي فات عجبكم، ويلا بينا نبتدي في الجزء الجديد. احنا آخر مرة وصلنا، عاوزين نشوف المهمات. اه علينا نروح نقابل حاكم البلد ديت.
Young man, pardon me, are you not part of the new governor's entourage?
I'm his cousin, and I'm accompanying him on his mission to Tirfredi. What can I do for you, Father?
Bishop Petrus. How divinely fortunate this is. Did you know that I had the honor of meeting you at your uncle's court when you were a child? I would never have imagined that you would grow up to resemble the island natives so closely.
The island was yet to be discovered. How could you have known?
You haven't lost your clever little tongue. You were always quite a remarkable young boy. I'm on my way to New Serene as an ambassador to the new governor. Do you think there would be room for me to accompany you? The roads are not truly safe.
I must first meet the Mother Cardinal to present my respects on behalf of my cousin.
I will accompany you, and then we can take the road together. I'm so happy our paths have crossed once again.
يعني عرفنا. دلوقتي راح يشوف الحاكم من هنا، لا فوق. نروح نشوف الحاكم، هو جاي معانا أساسا نشوف الحاكم. أظن هنا.
Your Eminence, in the name of the Congregation of Merchants, I present my best regards.
May the light bless you and accompany you on these grounds with inspired guidance.
I thank you. We truly wish that this visit will strengthen the ties between our two nations.
I learned that you crossed paths with that of Inquisitor Aloysius. I beseech you to forgive his zealous nature. His faith is absolute, and I congratulate you to have appeased him. Your faith and your diplomatic skills honor you.
Another subject brings me as well. The Malachor, the horrible blood plague decimating our peoples.
A terrible matter that worries us all and reveals our imperfections and sinful nature. For he would never have allowed such an evil to spread without a deeper reason, a fault. Our theologians are certain that the Malachor is the work of a curse, and we have discovered that this island is home to a cult that venerates willfully a horrifying demon.
A demon? An evil spirit? It's very strange. Oh, I know no planet worships this sort of troubled spirit.
We must unearth this cult and tear it out by its sinister, sinful roots. We started to investigate a village not far from here, where strange happenings have been reported.
I have begun investigations, and I confirm that a demon is certainly active in the area.
Alas, the population is very secretive, and we have great difficulty gleaning any useful information. But if the congregation would help us in this matter, in other words, if the Malachor troubles your cousin as much as myself, report to His Majesty that the destruction of this pagan cult is the only way to eradicate the plague, and his help in obtaining any information from the natives would be extremely welcomed.
Be certain that your message will be transmitted, Mother Cardinal. I look forward to our next encounter.
في واحد محتاجين نشيله من معانا. كيرت لازم يفضل معانا، انما لازم نشيل لا سيورا لا فيرتوس. الصراحة معرفش دوت، فنشيله وخلاص. طيب دلوقتي هي كل ده الحوار كلها هي شكرتنا، واحنا كنا بنطلب منها مساعدة بسبب الوباء اللي عنده في البلد. بس الفكرة بقى، طيب احنا كده عاوزنا نعمل ايه؟ انا مش فاهم برضو. وعاوزنا هننزل نكلم الحاكم بتاع البلد، يعني دي ما كانتش الحاكم. دي اشبه بالكس كده في البلد، القسيس. فنروح بقى نقابل الحاكم. دي برضو مش عاوزينها. فاسكو. دي برضو كل دي مهمات لسه. يبقى هنروح. هنضطر بقى نسافر للبلد التاني. فهمت، يعني هي دي حاكم البلد دي، والبلد التاني في ليها الحاكم بتاعها هناك. ماشي. بس هنسافر كل ده؟ اه. مفيش حل تاني ولا دي ينفع؟ سان ماسيوس، لا مش هينفع. Meet the French Alliance Governor. علينا نروح نقابل الحاكم. رخمة جدا أوي إن مفيش انتقال سريع. كل شوية لازم نقعد نعمل كده، نفضل نمشي. نروح فين بقى؟ اهي. سنة واحدة. احنا مفروض نقيله، نروح له. تماش. نعدي من المدينة من الناحية التانية خالص. بس استنى، ممكن نخلص مهمات جانبية بما اننا هنا، بما اننا في نفس المدينة. ينفع نساعده دلوقتي. نروح بقى نساعد التاجر اللي كان بيهدده الحراس.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
اسألوا فخ.
Did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday.
واحد من الحراس جه
He gave me
امبارح.
24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival. And rest assured, I will not let them go.
هنستخبى ونمسكه.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
استخبى في مكان قريب. فين طيب؟ هنا؟
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses. You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the guard.
You certainly don't deserve such a name. Bunch of cowards.
Yield without a fuss and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows. Do you think we're pushovers?
مش هستسلم. في تاني؟ يا نهار ابيض.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
No magic left. Drink a potion.
We're running out of energy. Drink a potion!
قلبت معركة.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade and my life.
Stay alert. Their leader was obviously not present.
I heard about the man with the silver coin, but this is the first time they told
قائده
me
ما
his
كانش من
name.
ضمنهم.
If they let him escape, it's only because they were thinking of killing you.
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us will be safe as long as he's free.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
You'll find all you need in our... Welcome! It's such a pleasure
لا
to
مش
see you.
عايزين.
Thank
احنا مش
you
عايزين
for your
نخش.
visit.
هو عاوزنا نفتش في حاجة. اهي. عاوزنا نفتش عن قائده. ده الرسالة من القائد بتاعه
We
ايكو.
must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
I doubt our man goes openly by that name. It is the silver coin we're listening for.
طب ده هنلاقيه فين بقى الراجل ده؟
Come closer, good people. The court advised.
احنا اخدنا دامج عالي قوي. الفكرة ان الهيلث بتاعي ما بيزيدش. لو بدأنا الفايت.
How's it going?
اه
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report. All our friends are quiet.
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today. Have you seen your comrades?
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way. As soon as we see them, we'll send them your way, Lieutenant.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you, Lieutenant.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can shake everyone, even the guards.
ما
I'll leave
هنجيبكوا
you.
دلوقتي.
I have urgent business to attend to. Now, don't forget to send me those drunkards.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There's no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
عليه علامة الجمجمة، ما ينفعش نحاربه. ده أقوى مننا أساسا. اوبا هيشوفنا.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin, Egon. It's now or never.
هو شافنا بس. طب وبعدين بقى؟ هنفضل نجري وراه كده يعني؟
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Do not take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you are implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
يا فرحتي. طب بالنسبة لأن هما دمجهم أعلى يعني.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
هو واضح إن هو مش أعلى زي ما أنا فكرت. يا نهار اسوح هتدمج.
So,
جبناه.
Have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything.
برضه مش
I
راضي
don't know
يعترف.
who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on!
I'd rather die.
برضو ما كانش راضي يعترف خالص.
A
اهي.
silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
ممكن يكون رئيس الحراس دوت عارف اللي هو ده، عارف الرمز بتاعه بيبقى معناه ايه.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I conducted my investigation on the extortion organized by members of the Guard. I think I'd put an end to it, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them as they were about to attack a merchant. But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should tell you about.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will have these men arrested immediately. These foolish brutes not only harm your merchants, but the entire reputation of the Guard. But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think this criminality might resume?
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him Egon.
القائد بتاعه
Although I
لسه ما
doubt it's his real
مسكناهوش.
I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver coin, which seems to be a symbol of recognition between the gang members. But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything about his leader.
Loyalty or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble in front of this Egon.
I don't know any guard of that name, but as you said, it's probably a pseudonym. Here, Your Excellency, take this, on behalf of the Guard, to thank you for settling this case. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough investigation on my side. I'll also make sure that in future the City Guard is made up only of men of trust.
Thank you. I will return to see how your investigation is going. I don't take this matter lightly.
Is there anything else?
لا يا عم متشكرين.
Thank you.
طيب دلوقتي هو القائد بتاعهم ما عرفناش نمسكه، والتاني كان خايف ان هو يقول هو مين. طيب احنا بقى نروح هنعمل هوبا. دول اتباعوا ممكن. واضح ان هم كانوا اتباعوا. في مهمة كان المفروض نعملها بالليل انا فاكر، اللي هو اهي عشان نعرف نكلم اللي هو الضابط بتاع المجنب بتاع كيرت. كان هنا. فكرة بقى فوق، لا مش فوق. اهو.
We are quite alone now. You may speak to us.
Raina was indeed a member of my company, and an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. It wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Raina wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raina, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
الواد المجند ما كانش الوحيد، هو وبقية فرقته اختفوا، وطلعوا في ناس تم تعيينهم، وفي ناس تانية هما اللي في منظمة سرية هما اللي أخدوهم. طيب احنا دلوقتي بقى المفروض علينا نسأل اللي هو القائد، بس الفكرة فين بقى؟ قائد الفرقة الستة. أظن مش هنا، ممكن لو بعدنا. لأ هنا، هي هنا. بس الفكرة فوق، نطلع له فوق. قائد الفرقة الستة فوق. في الأوضة دي ممكن. أهو.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
Come now, Lieutenant. You do realize that the activities of this regiment are particularly suspicious. Secrets, threats, fabrications, and maybe even an assassination. This resembles more the pursuits of a criminal organization than the Honorable Coin Guard. Am I to conclude that you are involved?
No. No. I assure you that isn't the case.
So then tell me what you know about the regiment.
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike. On a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
المنظمة هيعرف فين مكانهم، وشاكين ان القائد بتاع الكرد هو كمان عارف هما فين. هنا كويس. طيب خلينا بقى نخرج من المكان اللي زي المتاهة ده. احنا دخلنا، لا مش من هنا. والله المكان عامل زي المتاهة. فين السلم اهو؟ ادي كده الناحية التانية اهو. نخرج بقى من هنا. نروح نكلم بقى ابن عمه.
I need a bit of practice.
مينفعش نعدي من هنا. نخش بقى نكلم ابن عمه. طبعا نطلع له فوق زي كل مرة. بس الفكرة غريبة أوي إن نفس القصر متصمم بنفس الشكل في كل مدينة. يعني مش قادرين يغيروا فيه حتى. أهو نكلمه.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
أبوه reports the outcome of the battle.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them, about a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nauts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
شكرا. في
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Any news of your parents?
No. My father... As for my mother, she's probably...
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
ماشي يا جماعة، ادي اخرة حلقتنا النهاردة. هشوفكم في الحلقة الجاية. السلام عليكم.